Event Center. I'm TJ Miracle. Yep, sorry we are running just a skosh late as traffic is a bear around here. So getting ready for this 2A quarterfinal matchup between the number 9 Lady Panthers and the number 1 Lady Trojans of Mesa, Vista. So here we go as we get this one underway, as it'll be Serrano to take the jump against Mayrin Nieto. And here we go, the quarterfinals in Class 2A are underway. Jow controls the opening tip, and it'll be Caden Lujan who originally takes it, gets it into Nieto, then tries to feed it into Rivera. It'll be stolen away. That'll be the first turnover for the Jow Lady Panthers. Jow at 18-11 on the year. Mesa Vista at 26-2. Leah Boys, the leading scorer for Mesa Vista, controls now, hands it off to Maestas back near center court. As they work it from the left to the right, trying to feed it inside, doing a great job. Rivera dives in and grabs the basketball and ties up Valerie Martinez. And so jump ball arrow stays with Mesa Vista. Just underway in this one, the 2A quarterfinals. Maestas will inbound it, gets it in, and a reverse layup put up by Mestis, and no good, and the rebound made by Rivera for the Lady Panthers. Into the front court, bad pass. It'll be stolen away by Mesa Vista. On the run, in transition, going hard to the rack and throwing it behind the basket is Maestas. And so it'll go over to the Jow Lady Panthers on the out of bounds. I'm TJ Miracle. Game 4 of our 4-game set here today. Second time out at the Rio Rancho Event Center. Good one for Lee County earlier with Tatum winning. So now Nieto with it, comes near side as she will get it to Lujan. On her very tight will be Rebecca Lopez. Bad pass, it'll be tipped. Third turnover quickly for the Lady Panthers. Coach Simmons not a happy man. Lady Panthers in the road blues with the gold letters and numbers. Mesa Vista in the home whites with the gold letters and numbers, very light gold. Crossover driver by Boys, has to hand it off near side to Martinez. Martinez will take it over towards the right and hand it off to Jordan Serrano. Jordan Serrano goes right baseline and then travels. First turnover for Mesa Vista. No score in this one. 6:34 remaining here in the first as we are just underway. So far, Lee County 2-1 today. Tatum winning earlier, punching their ticket into the quarterfinals. Then a 5-second call on Jow. And so that is their fourth quick turnover. 4 possessions, 4 turnovers for the Panthers. And leaning that one in and drawing the foul, I think that was Boyce. We'll see for sure as she goes to the free throw line. Yep, that will be on Leah Boyce, averaging over 17 points a game. Puts Mesa Vista up 2-0. They get Nieto for the foul. So Boyce at the line for the and one. Bends the knees, eyes it, skies it, flies it, and it is good. So quickly 3-0 in favor of Mesa Vista. On the full court pressure, Jow tries to break it. Lujan controls it, still in the backcourt to Nieto. They are going to tie her up, and they call not a tie-up, they call a travel. Pardon me, that was Charisma Rodriguez, and Jow 5 possessions, 5 turnovers. Not the way the Lady Panthers wanted to start out in this quarterfinal game. This is a Mesa Vista team you do not want to fall behind. Leah Boys will control it off the inbound. It's it inside, then a push shot off the glass by Maestas. Rebound going to be brought down by Serrano, and then out for 3, and nothing but the bottom of the net for Isabella Gallegos. And it is 6-0 in favor of the Lady Panthers, or in front of the Lady Trojans, I should say. Nieto comes back to Lujan, out to Rodriguez. Then driving in back to Nieto. High off the glass, shot up, not going to fall. And the rebound brought down by Mesa Vista. That was Martinez. Martinez to Boys on the left wing. She's going to back that one out. Just going to slow things down. Mesa Vista leading this one by a score of 5-0. So they're going to say foot was on the line for, actually that was Martinez. Martinez will get it back, then hands it off to Maestas. Maestas goes hard to the right baseline, jumps in, shot up, no good. Charisma Rodriguez has her first rebound to Lujan. Peyton takes it into the front court, little hesitation, step into the right wing, uses up the dribble. They work it around the arc to the left baseline, then to Nieto, drives through the left lane and is going to be fouled. They are going to whistle that one on Aubrey Maestas. That'll be her first personal. And the first team foul on Mesa Vista. It will be a 2-shot foul, so Nieto will head to the line for 2. So Nieto trying to get Jal on the board. First one is up and off the back of the iron. No good. Our score remains 5-0 in favor of Mesa Vista's. Charisma Rodriguez checks out. In her place will be Aaliyah Navarrete. At the line, Mayron Nieto puts that one up, and it is off the iron, no good, and a battle for the rebound. They're going to call jump ball. Great job by Navarrete coming in to tie that one up. And the possession arrow goes to the Lady Panthers. Lujan from the left baseline looks to get it in. Under intense man-to-man pressure. The toss in will come to Natalia Rivera. They'll move it back around and then work it around the arc. Over to Abigail Darden, who just checked in, back to Lujan. Then driving the lane, Rivera, and they're going to get her for that extra step. 6 turnover here early for the Jal Lady Panthers. So Jal still trying to get on the board. 4:54 to go. Mesa Vista, we mentioned 26-2 on the year. 2 losses coming to a number 1 3A team in Colorado. And Logan in overtime, they are the number 1 in 1A. And a bad foul by the Lady Panthers as they are going to attack Abigail Darden for her first personal. That'll be the second team foul on Jal. And heading to the line will be Valeria Martinez. Martinez with 2 points, her first trip to the line. So at the charity stripe, bends the knees, eyes it, skies it, and that one is off the mark, no good. Score remains 5-0. Coming in for the Jal Lady Panthers, Itzel Ramirez. Jal, a very young team, only 1 senior on this squad, that's Jonna Butts. As Martinez at the line, misses the first, puts up the second, and that one is going to be off the mark. And then tracking it down is Nieto in the deep right corner. Jal moving from the left to the right on your radio dial. To Ramirez, drives in, and actually that was Navarrete driving in and fouled. Now Jal with another chance to go to the line. You're going to call that one on Janessa Sandoval, who just checked into the ball game. Her first personal, second team foul. So now Navarrete with a chance to try and get the Lady Panthers on the line, and she misses. Jal 0 of 3 from the stripe. Talked about this during the Tatum game earlier today. Sometimes the sight lines and the way everything works in these big open gyms a little bit different. Second one is up and good, and Jal on the board. 5-1 in favor of Mesa Vista. It'll be boys running the point. Jal drops back in a 1-2-1 zone look. Boys to Martinez. Martinez tries to go to the baseline. She gets run out by Nieto. Then bouncing it over to Sandoval. And Nieto flashes across and dives and tries to take that one away from her. Ball will be out of bounds. And it will stay Mesa Vista basketball on the near sideline. Valerie Martinez inbounds, gets it into Boys. Boys to the top of the arc, a little hesitation, gets a screen, bounces into the deep right corner. 3 ball up, that one no good. On the way from Archuleta, rebound by Nieto. Mayron second. To Lujan, Peyton to the front court, and oh, they almost got her for the palm ball. Coach Boyce wanted that one. Ball loose on the court, handled by Navarrete. Just kind of a weak pass over to the near side. Lujan comes up with it, takes it into the paint, but in the drive, loses the handle on the basketball and into the handle of Boys. Back comes Mesa Vista with 3:41 to go here in the first. Bounce pass on the give and go to the right baseline as that one bounces around up and down for Boys. She's got 5 points, and it is 7-1 in favor of Mesa Vista. And sorry for the late start time, which should normally have taken about 45 minutes, took almost an hour and a half with traffic today. And another turnover the other way for the Jal Panthers. That one got stripped away by Archuleta. To Aaliyah Boys. Long cross-court pass. As they will control it. Aubrey Maestas will back it up and just slow things down. One versus number 9. Pop a shot for Maestas from the left slot, and that one is good. And no doubter on that one being a 3. And now 10-3 in favor of Mesa Vista. to Nieto. Nieto drives in, tries to go baseline to Butts. Knocked away, but saved by Rodriguez. Butts will wind up with it in the deep left corner. Jal on the offense as they trap up Butts with 3 different Lady Trojans. Will be a floor foul. Let's see which one of the 3 they are going to get. They're going to get Aaliyah Boys. Her first personal, 3rd team foul on Mesa Vista. And it is on the floor. Itzel Ramirez will inbound it from in front of the Mesa Vista bench on the far sideline, tossing it in to Mayrin Nieto. Nieto to Peyton Lujan. Back to Ramirez. Then coming near side to Lujan. Lujan to Ramirez, top of the arc, 3-ball up, and that one will be short. Clanks off the front of the iron, and coming away with that one will be Sandoval. That's her first rebound of the ball game. To Maestas, who will take it across the timeline. 10-3 in favor of Mesa Vista. Maestas goes in, she is blocked. Nieto with authority takes it away from her. That'll be a turnover for Mesa Vista, and then a foul from behind as Isabella Gallegos playing trailer will foul Nieto. That'll be her first personal. 4th team foul on Mesa Vista is on the floor. Leah Boys comes in for Aubrey Maestas. Bunts, Ramirez, Nieto, Navarrete, and Lujan on the floor for the Lady Panthers. Gallegos, Boys, Lopez, Archuleta, and Maestas on the floor for Mesa Vista. Pardon me, that's Lopez and Torres. And then on the sideline, Butts just a little bit out of position. That is 9 turnovers already for the Jal Lady Panthers. Their defense keeping them alive so far, just trailing by 7 with 9 turnovers. So off the inbound from Lopez to Boys. She'll take it into the front court. Mesa Vista sets the offense, and then battling on the far sideline. Going to get Nieto as she was pulling on the jersey over there of Gallegos. So that'll be her second personal. 3rd team foul on the Lady Panthers. Butts will come out, going back in will be Natalia Rivera. Jal on a little man pressure on the inbound, get it in right at the 5 count. So they'll take that one into Lopez as Lujan trapping her up on the baseline, and yep, they're going to say stepped on the baseline. Good defense for the Lady Panthers. Fourth turnover forced on Mesa Vista. Actually, nope, timeout before the turnover. So with 1:06 to go here in the first, it is Mesa Vista 10, Jal 3. We're back in 30 seconds.
The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Out of the Mesa Vista timeout. Got a offensive foul off ball going to be called. They're going to attack Gallegos for her second personal. That will be the 5th team foul, so that should put Jal in the double bonus. But the inbound will be stolen away, and the shot up by Gallegos, no good. She's going to wind up with her own rebound, trying to feed it in, and they will get it underneath to a wide open Lopez. Her shot up, no good. Pardon me, that was Torres who just checked in. And so Jal will bring it back down. That is Lujan. Goes all the way through the lane. Hippity hop left side. Shot up, no good. Battle for the rebound. Rivera with it. Her windmill won't fall from the right side, and she's fouled. So she'll head back to the line. Not sure who they got on that one. I think maybe Archuleta. So her first personal. Dalia Rivera goes to the line to shoot 2. Jal only 1 field goal so far in the first half. Their other 2 points have come from the line. 10-4, Jal cuts it down to a 6-point deficit with 41.6 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. So Rivera made the first. She'll eye the second. Of course, Coach Gary Simmons, his second year at the helm of the Lady Panthers. Getting them into the 2A quarters this year. Second shot on the way, and that one is in and out, no good. And the rebound on the left side made by Serrano. That's her second. Maestas will cross the timeline. Picking her up as soon as she does is Darden. Bounce pass over to the far side. Swatted away by Navarrete, but trying to go for it to keep it in was Gallegos. Fourth turnover for Mesa Vista. Give it back to the Lady Panthers. 28 seconds remaining in a fast-moving first quarter. Jal trails by 6, 10-4. I'm TJ Miracle from the Rio Rancho Event Center. Darden to the front court to Lujan. Got the right hand taped up pretty good. She'll bounce it to Navarrete, then feed it to the free throw line, then to Lujan on the right wing. Shot up, no good. Rebound going to be made by Rivera. She'll get her own rebound, and then she's going to be fouled. Rivera will head to the line for two. I think they're maybe going to get Gallegos on that one. Actually, nope, Rebecca Lopez, so that'll be her first personal. Aaron Nieto 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. Puts that one up, and she is 0 of 3 from the line. Her right leg, right knee is very, very heavily taped. You gotta wonder if maybe that's playing a part in some of what it is. A lot of what you do there comes from the leg. Second one is up, and that one is off the back of the iron, no good. So she is 0 of 4 from the free throw line. To the front court with Gallegos. WNBA distance 3 at the buzzer, no good. And we have played a quarter from here at the Rio Rancho Event Center. 2A quarterfinals. And it's Mesa Vista 10, Jal 4. We'll be back. More Lady Panther basketball in a moment.
State Farm agent Mike Guerin is a proud supporter of Jal Athletics. The game you're listening to is brought to you in part by State Farm agent Mike Guerin. If you have insurance questions regarding auto, motorcycle, home, life, or health, or financial questions like annuities or education savings plans, call 393-4500. Mike Guerin and his staff will not only answer your questions, they'll find you the best program for your insurance needs. State Farm agent.
To basketball as we return for the start of the second quarter. Lady Trojans leading this one by a score of 10-4. I'm TJ Miracle back here in Rio Rancho. As Boyce takes it around, tosses to Gallegos in front of the Jal bench. Looking for some room. Maestas to Boyce. And then around to Serrano. Boyce controls top of the arc. Coming out on her is Lujan. Takes it to the left block, uses up the dribble, then throws it out to center court, and somehow saving it is Maestas from becoming a backcourt violation. Tossing it high and putting it up will be Boyce, and that one is off the mark, and the rebound going to be made by Caden Lujan. So Caden gets the rebound, brings it back across herself. Bounce pass into the left lane, driving through as Nieto puts up the short arm. Not going to fall, but gets her own rebound. That is her 7th rebound, but then gets taken away from her. That's the 11th turnover in transition. Boyce to Maestas from the left slot. 3 on the way. That one won't fall. And it'll be a rebound for Nieto. That is her 4th. Jal winning the rebounding battle 10-7. So doing a good job there, but just 2 of 8 from the stripe. Ugh. No, it'll be Abigail Darden. Takes it herself, bounces to the right baseline, leaning it in, and off the iron is Rivera, but she's going to be fouled, so she'll go to the line for 2. Tell you 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Let's see who they got on that one. That one may be, yep, that'll be on Valerie Martinez, her first personal. So Rivera 1 of 2 from the stripe and make it 2 of 3, and Jal will strike first here in the second quarter. 10-5 the score. Winner moves on to play Thursday. Loser season is done. Second one is up and gets the roll over the front of the iron. A little bit short, but got the roll. And that'll be Maestas to cross the line. Jonna Butts waits to check in for Jal. Jal does run a very short bench. Valerie Martinez to Archuleta. Back to Maestas. They'll reset between the rings. Bounce pass into the deep right corner. Cycling around Gallegos. Gallegos to Boyce. Navarrete out on her. Boyce will drive in, put up a shot. No good, but she's fouled. That'll put Boyce back at the line for 2. They're going to call the push foul on Caden Lujan, her first personal. First team foul on the Lady Panthers. Boyce at the line. She is 1 of 1 and make it 2 of 2. So she will put the Mesa Vista team on the board. Jonna Butts will check in for Jow. Charlene Archuleta checks in for Mesa Vista. Boyce made the first, and second one is off the glass, no good. And it'll be the fifth rebound from Mayrin Nieto. Nieto to Charisma Rodriguez, who just checked back in. Bounce pass back under to Nieto, and she's fouled. They're going to attack Martinez for her second quick personal, and Nieto heads to the line. Nieto usually very consistent from the line, but 0 of 4 until right then. Now she is 1 of 5 as the Lady Panthers cut it down to just a 5-point deficit. Back into the ball game, Serrano. Jow still runs a very light bench. Second one on the way, and that one will be off of the mark. And then off of the tip, give that one to Maestas. Maestas to Boyce, gets it right back as they cross the timeline. So Maestas bounce pass in front of the Jow Panther bench to Archuleta. On her very, very tight is Caden Lujan. Has to save it back out to Boyce. Boyce to Maestas. Switching off on her is Darden. Working the movement. Archuleta bounce pass to Serrano. Right baseline, nowhere to go as Butts will run her out. Back to Maestas in front of the Jow bench. Uses up the dribble. Feeds it through traffic to Sandoval. And then a foul going to be called on the floor. I think they're going to get Butts for that one. Yep, they're going to call the hack on Jonna. Her first personal. Second team foul on the Lady Panthers is on the floor. Talia Rivera back in. Yeah, the Lady Panthers just running 9. They don't even have two full rotations out there. Mesa Vista running, looks like 12. Long inbound. It'll be tipped, but into the hand of Boyce. Right at center court, and she'll just pull the WNBA distance 3 from the right slot. It is good. Nobody on Aaliyah Boyce, and she has the tray. And now 14-7, pardon me, in favor of Mesa Vista. And then they're going to call an offensive foul on Butts. Going to call the push off. So that'll be her second quick personal. Third team foul on the Lady Panthers, and it'll be their 12th turnover. First quarter, Jow just had all kinds of heck hanging onto the ball. Mayrin Nieto has to come back in for the Lady Panthers. Not much rest for the knee there. So back over to Mesa Vista. Maestas to Boyce in front of the Jow bench on the right side. Tossing it into the paint, and nifty little move, but yep, it was so nifty it was a travel. Fifth turnover for Mesa Vista. 5:09 remaining first half, 14-7. Mesa Vista, the number 1 team in the state, doubling up the Lady Panthers. First punching their ticket through, beating number 8, McCurdy. As Nieto leans in, she's going to get fouled. Sandoval, her second personal. Third team foul, and Nieto back to the line. If Jow could convert on their free throws, this would be a much different ball game. Nieto back to the stripe. First one is up, and that one's off the mark. She is now 1 of 7 from the free throw line. That's an ouchie. Second one is up, and nothing but the bottom of the net. So 14-8 is the score. The Lady Panthers defense playing very well, keeping them in this one with 4:55 remaining here in the first half of play. To Boyce, gets a screen from Sandoval. Then to Sandoval in the deep left corner. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Serrano, and then she's fouled on the rebound. It will be on the floor. Couple of Lady Panthers in the neighborhood. They're going to call the hold foul. That'll be on Caden Lujan. That'll be her second personal. Fourth team foul on the Lady Panthers. It is on the floor. Stays Mesa Vista basketball. Maestas from the right baseline tosses in to Boyce. Boyce, a little hesitation move, then turns around at the right elbow. 15-footer is on the way, no good. And the rebound is going to be brought down by Rivera, and then she's hammered. Goes to the floor, and they call jump ball. Nope, they do call the foul. So they are going to call that one on Serrano. Her first personal. Fourth team foul on Mesa Vista. It'll be Jow, Lady Panther basketball. Here at the Rio Rancho Event Center, Jal hanging with the number 1 team. Lujan, that's Caden. Her shot no good, and Nieto with her 6th board of the ball game. Then she gets hammered, so she's back to the line. They're going to get Serrano. That'll be her 2nd personal, 5th team foul. So that should put the Lady Panthers in the bonus. Nieto, and that one is in and out. The struggles continue from the free throw line. Second one on the way for Mayron, and that one nothing but the bottom of the net. So Jal slowly but surely chipping away at it, and a timeout taken. This time it'll be by Coach Boyce with 4:02 remaining here in the first half. It is Mesa Vista 14, Jal 9. Lady Panther basketball back in a moment.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community.
Back here at the Rio Rancho Event Center, the timeout taken. And it'll be Mesa Vista basketball out of the timeout. 4:02 remaining here in the first half. A low-scoring affair. 14-9 in favor of Mesa Vista, but Jal hanging with them. If they could shoot free throws, they would be winning this game. To Maestas, she'll take it to the left block. She'll put up a hook shot, and Nieto will have another rebound, and then she is going to get tied up underneath by Garcia. And so possession arrow to the Jal Lady Panthers. Navarrete, Lujan, Nieto on the floor for the Lady Panthers, and then a travel called on Peyton Lujan. 13th turnover for Jal. So back to Mesa Vista from right in front of our table here on Media Road. Janessa Sandoval will inbound it. Waiting to check in for the Lady Panthers. Coming back in, Itzel Ramirez. Ramirez in for Lujan. Boyce gets a screen, but uses upper dribble. Now she will toss the high inlet pass. Shot up, no good, and then battling for the rebound will be Rivera, her 6th. Jal winning the board battle too, just hadn't find the offense yet. To Lujan, drives through, wanted the call, no call, as she goes hard to the floor as Boyce will come away with the basketball. Crosses over, going from the right to the left, tossing it over. Maestas in the right slot. Lujan gets to her quickly. She'll back it up between the rings. 3:10 remaining here in the first half. Coming to Boyce on the left wing, and then she travels, takes a little slide. 6 turnover for Mesa Vista. So the Lady Panthers putting up a heck of a lot of fight, and then a whistle sounds. And up, they're going to say, nope, the ball should have come in from the near sideline. And so it will, as to Ramirez, but then that one is going to be stolen away off of the tip by Gallegos. A little 12-footer put up by Gallegos, and she's fouled. Or was the foul on the rebound? Or did it go out of bounds? You had one ref pointing out of bounds. You had one signal and foul, and they're going to decide out of bounds. 2:57 remaining here in the first half of play. Jonna Butts comes back in for the Lady Panthers. Talia Rivera will head to the bench. Mesa Vista basketball. Toss it in. Working around is Martinez. Bounce pass to Maestas at the free throw line. Back out to Gallegos. Thought about the 3, then takes it through the right lane. Shot up, no good, and it'll be another rebound for Nieto. That'll be her 8th. She is cleaning the glass today. Ramirez to Navarrete. To Lujan, then back to Ramirez, then to Nieto. to Lujan. The head fake goes to the right base, then takes it into the post. The underhand scoop, no good, but they call the travel beforehand. 15th turnover for Jow. 2:28 remaining here in this first half of play. Both teams subbing liberally. Jow is in the bonus, but they have had all kinds of heck from the free throw line. They've played very, very clean, but have not converted on their opportunities from the stripe. Boys to the front court telling her cohort she wants some movement. That'll be to Martinez. Martinez, then a three ball on the way for Gallegos. That one is short. Martinez with the rebound, and she takes it hard to the rack and is going to be rejected by Ramirez, who strips it away. Ramirez to a breaking Navarrete, misses the point-blank jumper, and Torres will have her second board of the ball game. To Boyce, drives through the lane, and they are going to call the charge on Boyce. Getting underneath and setting the feet was Nieto. The very partisan Mesa Vista crowd not liking the call. 7th turnover, 8th turnover for Mesa Vista. And Boyce will have her second personal. Jowl still within 5. We click just past the top of the hour, about 6 minutes after 7 o'clock, and then a travel on the inbound. Free throws and the inability to hold on to the basketball, the story of the first half for the Jowl Lady Panthers. Jowl, not your typical number 9 seed, coming out of a district with Texaco and with Tatum, the number 2 and 3 teams in this tournament. They are a lot tougher than most people would think, and then they are going to get the foul called on Ramirez. So now that will put the Lady Trojans in the double bonus, as driving through the lane was Maestas. So she'll head to the line for her first trip. Mesa Vista's a team 2 of 5. Maestas with 3 points. Eyes it, skies it, and short arms it. Both teams having trouble from the line. Our score remains 14-9. We've been pretty much stuck there for the last 4 or 5 clock minutes. Jowl leading the quarter 5-4. Maestas at the line, missed the first. Puts up the second, and that one is going to be short. And they're going to say she was shooting a 3. I didn't see that. Looked like she was driving the lane unless they waved the first one off. I don't know how they could have gotten a 3-shot foul out of this, but somehow they did. All right, and she will get that one to go. So that'll make it 15-9, back up to a 6-point lead. Jowl Panther basketball. That's still in it. Coach Simmons moves butts from one side of the court to the other. The inbound will come to Lujan. That's Caden. Near side to Navarrete. And back to Ramirez. Ramirez to Lujan. In the bounce pass to Butts. She'll pull the 3-point trigger. It is off the glass from the left corner. And a rebound by Archuleta. One and done down the floor for the Lady Panthers. 90 seconds remaining here in the first half. Using up her dribble was Torres. Handing it back to Archuleta in the deep right corner. She cycles it around to the top of the arc. Then throws the fastball in. Backing it down is Gallegos, and she will try the underhand scoop and be fouled. As they're going to get Darden, or are they going to get Lujan? Going to get Lujan. That'll be her second personal. So at the line, Charlene Archuleta, her first trip to the stripe, trying to extend the Mesa Vista lead, and gets the roll over the front of the iron and will do so. So now 16-9, a 7-point Lady Panther deficit. Ramirez out. Peyton Lujan in. So both Lujan's on the floor. Peyton and Caden. Archuleta made her first. Eyes the second. Eyes it, skies it, and that one clanks off the front of the iron, and it'll be Butts with the rebound. That'll be her first. Butts to Lujan, push it forward to Nieto. The bump, no call. Lady Panthers wanted it, didn't get it. Lujan to Navarrete. To Butts in the deep right corner. She'll toss it back to Lujan. Lujan takes it to the left block and then back out to Butts. Deep right corner. 3 on the way. It is off the mark, and the rebound is brought in by Peyton Lujan. Peyton then backs it in, gets the ball stripped away, and they're going to call jump ball, and it'll go over to Mesa Vista. 17th turnover for Jowl. 46 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Lady Panthers trailing by 7, but still well in this one if they can clean some of the mistakes from the first half up. 1-1-3 look for the Lady Panthers, driving it in. Little hook shot by Archuleta. No good, and the rebound by Torres, and then she gets tied up. It'll be Jal Panther basketball. Good job underneath by Lujan to force the tie-up. Under 30 seconds to play in the first half. Sorry, I'll get the quarter fixed. This has kind of been a flying trip out here, or not, depending on traffic. To Nieto into the corner. Lujan right side, and it'll be an air ball. But a whistle sounds. We're going to have a foul underneath. And they're going to get butts on the push. So that'll be, if I'm not mistaken, her third personal. Yes, it will be. And the Lady Panthers, with not much of a bench, can't afford to have anybody in too much foul trouble. So we'll walk all the way back down the court. And free throws coming from Archuleta. She is 1 of 2 from the line. She'll put up the first, and it is good. So now 17-9, up to an 8-point lead, biggest of the ball game for Mesa Vista. So made the first, now Archuleta live the second. She's got 2 points in the ball game, both from the stripe. Second one on the way, and that one nothing but the bottom of the net. So 18-9 is the score in favor of the number 1 Mesa Vista team. Jal still fighting back. Lujan bouncing to the front court to Navarrete. She'll put up the push shot. That one won't fall. Fighting for the rebound. Nieto battles with Martinez, and they are going to call jump ball. And it'll go the way of Mesa Vista. 8 seconds to play with here in the first half. Fast moving first. Archuleta into the front court. Leaves it off for Martinez. Martinez to the free throw line. Pulls up from the free throw line. It'll be an air ball at the buzzer. And we have played a half from here at the Rio Rancho Event Center. Mesa Vista 18, Jal 9. We'll be back to talk about it. Jal Lady Panther playoff basketball continues in a moment.
In a small town like Jal, New Mexico, it's great to know that families, businesses, co-workers, and kids all take pride in their school and community, just like they do at Fulco Trucking. Owners Rowdy and Bridget are proud of their Jal Panthers, and they wish them great success today and in all future adventures. Fulco Trucking, your source for water hauling and steam washing. Call 575-395-3178. Fulco Trucking, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning.
At nmjc.edu.
Welcome back to Jal Panther playoff basketball. The Lady Panthers taking on Mesa Vista here at the Rio Rancho Event Center. I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us. Halftime here, and Jal trails Mesa Vista 18-9 is the score. As we look at the scoring in the first half, 9 points in the books for Aaliyah Boys. She leads everybody. Then 4 points for Aubrey Maestas, 3 points Charlene Archuleta, and 2 points for Valerie Martinez. In the first half, Mesa Vista went 50-50 from the free throw line, 6 of 12 from the charity stripe. They had 14 rebounds. Martinez, Serrano, and Torres with 3 apiece. So Jowl winning that battle. Mesa Vista got 10 points in the first, 8 in the second. How they get to their 18, they turn the ball over, looks like 7, 8 times in the first half. Turning the page for your Jowl Lady Panthers, just 9 points on the board. 3 of them from Mayra Nieto, 3 from Natalia Rivera, and 3 from Aaliyah Navarrete. That's all the scoring for Jowl. Here's a couple of numbers that stand out. And we'll start with the good one that stands out. Nieto, 8 rebounds in the first half. Rivera with 6. Jowl with 19 rebounds as a team in that first half. Definitely cleaning the glass. Now, here's the 2 numbers that aren't so good. If you are wearing the blue and gold, you are only 7 of 16, under 50% from the free throw line, and you've turned the ball over 17 times. Major ouchie. Here's the other bad number. You have 1 field goal. That's it. It came from Navarrete in the first quarter. Your shooting is absolutely stone cold. Jowl is 1 of 15 from the field. Yeah, 1 of 15. That is ugly. They've attempted 5 3-pointers. None of them have fallen. And as I mentioned, only 7 of 16 from the free throw line. But winning the rebounding battle, so that's a good thing. I actually have them with more rebounds than I do, so I'm going to go with their numbers and go with the 22 that are officially in the book for the Jowl Lady Panthers, being led, looks like, by Nieto with 8. I got that one right, and they've got Rivera with 6, so I've got that one right. And they've got 4 that are uncredited. So there's actually the difference between their numbers and mine. So the Lady Panthers with some work to do in the second half. They have to find a way to hang on to the basketball. They can't just immediately give it back over to Mesa Vista. This team is too good to do that too. The Lady Panthers are staying in this one, though. Their defense, their rebounding, but their shooting has got to catch up. You got to think about it. If the Lady Panthers hit a few more of those free throws, this is a much different ball game than the 9-point deficit than they are in right now. We'll take another quick timeout, come back and continue. This is Lady Panther Playoff Basketball.
As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans. The staff of the Jowl Public School District is proud of their Jowl Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jowl schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jowl Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jowl Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics. Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
Back here at the Rio Rancho Event Center, halftime of this girls 2A quarterfinal matchup between the Jowl Lady Panthers and the Mesa Vista Lady Trojans. Mesa Vista leading this one 18-9. I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us. Tiff and Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square this evening. So game 4 of our quadruple header today started out with the Tatum victory in one of the other 2A quarterfinals earlier. They'll be moving on to Thursday. Then the Lovington Lady Cats ran into a buzzsaw known as Kirtland Central in the 4A girls quarters. So they were knocked out, but hats off to Chief Bridgeforth and his squad for a great season, even though it didn't end the way they wanted to. The Hobbs Lady Eagles punching their way through a tough matchup against La Cueva They got the victory in that one right before this one, and now this one, halftime, 18-9. You know, talked about Jal's shooting woes in that first half, but really wasn't a whole lot better for Mesa Vista either. They only went 5 of 24 from the floor. That is 20%. Just a skosh over 20%. They did go 2 of 5 from beyond the arc for 40% there. So totals, not great for them either. You know, and mentioned they had their free throw problems too. They only went 50-50 from the charity stripe as they go 6 of 12 there. So if Jal can get the shooting back together, and if they can start making some of those free throws and keep the defense doing what it has been doing, the Lady Panthers are very much in this ball game trying to pull the 1-9 upset. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, Jal not a typical number 9 seed coming out of the district that they did. We'd like to say a big thank you to our friends at State Farm agent Mike Guerin, the Woolworth Community Library, NMJC, Fulco Trucking, Mamacitas, also Panther Energy, the Iron Horse Grill, Jal Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lasco Construction, R360, Lavelle Insurance, and IPS for making Jal Lady Panther playoff basketball possible here on Jal Sports YouTube. Also, Kicks 103 Facebook page and HobbsAmerica.com. We never charge you to watch and listen to your kids and teams play. We don't think it's fair if we have sponsors to charge you. Unfortunately, a so-called preferred broadcaster up here does. So remember, you know, if you want to watch, you got to pay for it. It may or may not work. We know that we're on and audio form, and you can follow along with the score bug. So the two teams back out on the court as we are ready for the start of the second half of this one. The Lady Panthers trailing the Lady Trojans 18-9 in what was a low-scoring affair in the first half. So, all right, let me get the score bug pulled back up. I can get back over there. There it goes. For one, something's going to cooperate with me today, at least until it quits cooperating with me. So 18-9 is the score. Thanks for being with us. Of course, tomorrow we'll be back at the pit bright and early, 9:45 a.m. for the 5A boys quarterfinals as the Hobbs boys. Their head coach Ronald Ross going to take on the La Cueva Bears. Yes, the girls played La Cueva today. The boys play them tomorrow. That'll be on the air around 9:30 tomorrow morning. Hobbs Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, Cool 95.7. And a whistle sounds. As a little question about the clock. Now they're ready to go. So it'll be the starters on the floor for the Lady Panthers. Darden inbounds it, then gets it right back. They'll toss it over to Rivera, and then throwing it into the middle and throwing it away and right into the hands of Maestas. Maestas to Boyce. Boyce takes it to the left elbow, dumps it off into the deep left corner. Then she'll move it around. Maestas drives in hard to the rack, puts up a shot, no good, and that'll be the 9th rebound for Nieto. Nieto trying to get the break going, pushes it forward to Rodriguez. She loses the handle on the basketball, but there to save it is Darden. Her shot up, no good, then it'll be Rodriguez with the rebound. Now they'll go to the right baseline, a little 5-foot floater up by Rivera. That one won't fall, and Jal 4 looks and nothing goes. Serrano brings it back down for Mesa Vista. To Maestas, top of the arc, 3 on the way, no good. Boyce there with the rebound, cuts hard to the rack, and is fouled. She'll go to the line. They lost her coming through as they are going to call that one on Caden Lujan. That'll be her 3rd personal, first team foul. Couple of Lady Panthers getting in some foul trouble here. So Boyce at the line where she is 2 of 3. We've switched into the courts. And she gets that one to go. So now 19-9, 10-point lead. Mesa Vista, their biggest of the ball game. Lujan out. Ramirez in for Jal. Boyce now with 10 points, leads all the scorers in this one. Officials tell her she needs to tuck the shirt in a little bit. Now we're ready to go. Boyce is second on the way, and she gets them both. She's got 11 to lead Mesa Vista. Looking to inbound it, Rodriguez. She will under full court pressure. To Nieto, turns on the Jets, runs into Serrano, and they are going to get Serrano for the block. Mesa Vista foul fans not liking it. That ought to be her 3rd personal. Yes, it will. First team foul in the half on Mesa Vista. Darden, Ramirez, Nieto, Rivera, and Rodriguez on the floor for Jal. That'll be Darden to Rodriguez, deep right corner. Getting on her tight is Martinez. Then a long cross-court pass, trying to throw it over the head of everybody and throwing it over the head of Ramirez, the intended target. 14, make that 19 turnovers now for the Lady Panthers. Ramirez checks out, Navarrete checks in. Aaliyah Navarrete with 3 points and a rebound. In for the Lady Panthers. Coach Simmons not afraid to do some subbing and do it quickly. Bounce pass into the deep left corner to Gallegos. She cycles it around to Boyce, then sets a screen. Boyce goes to the left wing and puts down the 3. Boyce, if she finds the range, it could become a very bad night real fast for the Lady Panthers. 23-9, now down by 14. To Nieto, she drives in, she's fouled. Let's see for sure. It looks like they've got the scoreboard working finally, as they're going to call the block foul on Boyce. That'll be just her second personal. So Nieto at the line, where she has not had a good night, but she gets that one to go. Maybe that is the start of coming back from the line. So Nieto makes her first and gets Jow's first score of this third quarter. Second one is up and in and out, no good. And the rebound brought down by Boyce. Back down for Mesa Vista, and then overthrowing Gallegos, coming down the right baseline, and turnover number 9 for Mesa Vista. Lujan, Navarrete, Darden, Nieto, and Rivera on the floor for your Lady Panthers. Into the middle, and then a foul is going hard to the floor is Nieto, as she got clipped by Gallegos. That'll be her third personal, if I'm not mistaken. Now they're going to get Boyce for her third personal. I like that even better. Jowl Panther basketball. So into the front court come the Lady Panthers. Bad pass, but it is off the hands of Martinez. Wow, and they're going to say it was not off the hands of Martinez. Yeah, they are. Okay. For a minute, no, they did. They pointed the other way, and now Coach Simmons is barking. Now a couple of the officials are going to get together. And, yep, they change it over. Stays Jowl basketball. All right. Like that one a whole lot better. So on the inbound, Darden from the right corner. Bang! Abigail Darden, welcome to the scorebook. And gets Jowl back to within 10, 23-13. As Maestas tossing to Martinez. Martinez through the left lane, blocked and taken away by Nieto. Mayron on the run the other way, goes around Boyce, but misses the bunny jumper, and the rebound by Serrano for her 5th. Jowl another empty possession. And a 3 up, but nope, not before the travel by Maestas. 11 turnovers for Mesa Vista. It is Lady Panther basketball. Coming to the near side. And yeah, I was not the intended target. I'm the one who got the catch, but it was not intended for me. 20th turnover for the Lady Panthers. Martinez to inbound from right in front of the media table. Inbounds to Boyce. She'll take it to the right side for Mesa Vista to the free throw line, and she travels. So the teams trade turnovers. And back to the Panthers with Caden Lujan. Lujan, Darden, Nieto, Navarrete, and Rivera on the floor for your Lady Panthers. Nifty move for Lujan. Gets it into the front court as Boyce flashes past her. Gets a screen from Darden, takes it left to right. Going through that screen was Archuleta, staying right with Lujan. Caden picks up the dribble. Now they will push it into the low post. The little hook shot floated in for Nieto. Her first field goal, she's got 6. Jowl cuts it back to within 8. 5:09 to go in the third. Maestas directs traffic, then hands it off in front of the scorer's table to Boyce. Boyce back to Maestas. The little 5-foot floater is good for Maestas. She's got 6 in the ball game. Back up to a 10-point lead. Full court trap press is on, and a jump ball called as Darden gets tied up by Archuleta, and possession arrow will be Mesa Vista. So another turnover for the Lady Panthers. That is number 21. Ugh. No Maestas to inbound from the right baseline. 4:49 to go. Then a whistle, and we've got a block foul away from the ball as they're going to call that on Archuleta. Her second personal, third team foul. And that'll be the 13th turnover for Mesa Vista. Jowl needs to capitalize. To Nieto just shy of the timeline. They break the pressure. Nifty little jump pass to Darden. Darden takes it over to Ramirez on the baseline, who takes it out to Nieto, who loses it off of her foot. And another turnover. Then on a break, Maestas misses the bunny jumper, and Archuleta grabs the rebound and comes down to the floor and travels with it before they tied it up. Mesa Vista not liking their 14th turnover. The black and gold Boo Birds are out. Highly Mesa Vista crowd here. Of course, Mesa Vista a whole heck of a lot closer to Rio Rancho than is Jowl. Pretty good Jowl contingent, though, and timeout going to be taken by Coach Simmons. 4:20 remaining in the third. The Lady Panthers trail 25-15. We're back in 30 seconds here on Jowl Sports YouTube.
In a small town like Jowl, New Mexico, it's great to know that families, businesses, co-workers, and kids all take pride in their school and community, just like they do at Fulco Trucking. Owners Rowdy and Bridget are proud of their Jowl Panthers, and they wish them great success today and in all future adventures. Fulco Trucking, your source for water hauling and steam washing. Call 575-395-3178. Fulco Trucking, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Back here in Rio Rancho, the 2A quarterfinals, the Lady Panthers trailing Mesa Vista 25-15. I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us. It'll be Jowl basketball out of the Panther timeout. Navarrete inbounds it from the near side. Gets it into Lujan in the backcourt, who takes it right up center court. Darden bounce pass to the baseline with Rivera back out to Darden. Working around to Lujan, picking her up quickly is Boyce. Lujan takes it to the baseline, goes into traffic, loses the ball, but Nieto there to save it. Now to Rivera, who drives right baseline, and she is fouled. I think they're going to get Maestas for her second. Actually, they're going to get Archuleta for her second. Make that, nope, Gallegos for a third. So eventually I'll get it right. Actually, Sandoval for her third. And a shot up and good for Thalia Rivera. 4 points all from the line. She is 4 of 5 from the stripe. 25-16 the score. Second shot up, puts the one-handed shot through. And now 25-17. As we hit the halfway mark of the third period, Boyce gets a screen, but uses up her dribble. Estes comes over and helps her between the rings. And then leaves it for Sandoval. And then a foul going to be called on the Lady Panthers, as they call the hold foul on Rivera. Her first personal, just the second team foul on Jowl, is on the floor. Lady Panthers trail by 8. That's still very much in this one as the leaner for Boyce, and she's going to be fouled. I think they're going to tack Lujan for that one. He for sure, and yep, they will tack Caden Lujan for her fourth personal. Third team foul on the Lady Panthers. And Boyce at the line where she is 4 of 5. Isabella Gallegos checking back in for Mesa Vista. Nieto and Rivera up front for the Lady Panthers. Boyce at the line for 2. First one is up and it is good. So now 26-17. Nieto, Rivera, Ramirez, Navarrete, and Darden on the floor for the Lady Panthers. Second one up for Boyce, and it is good. 27-17. As the boys' show continues, she's got 16 points. She leads everybody. Ooh, almost a travel. Got away with one there for Navarrete. She gets it to Darden in the left corner. Darden bouncing it to the free throw line with Nieto. The leaner shot up, no good, but she's fouled. Or did they call the charge? Yep, they call the charge on Nieto. That'll be her third personal, fourth team foul, and another turnover on the Lady Panthers. 3:25 remaining in the third. This one has been a lot choppier than the first half was. Picking up the dribble, Gallegos in front of the media table. But tossing to Maestas. Maestas works against Rivera. She'll go and she'll put a floater up. She's fouled. She goes hard to the floor. Let's see who they got on that one. Couple of Lady Panthers in the neighborhood, and they're going to attack Darden. That'll be her third, and that will put Mesa Vista in the bonus. Maestas at the line and misses that one. She is now 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Don't miss that one. Couple of Lady Panthers. Again, Jowl runs a very short bench. Second on the way for Maestas, and she gets that one. Of course she does. So 28-17, 11-point lead for Mesa Vista, their biggest of the ball game. Jowl just kind of been stuck in neutral, having trouble with the pressure from Mesa Vista. Picking up the dribble is Caden Lujan, and then a bad pass stolen away. Turnover number 24, but then Jowl takes it right back. Good job by Lujan. To Nieto, going to the post, flashing around her defender and up with the left hand and in. Nieto with 8 points now in the ball game, leads the Lady Panthers, gets it back down to just a single-digit deficit. Maestas to Gallegos between the rings and coming near side to Sandoval. Sandoval trying to bounce it out and bouncing it right into the hands of Ramirez. Cel Ramirez starts it back the other way, tossing it over the head of Lujan. She takes it on the right baseline, puts up the little 5-foot floater, no good. Battle for the rebound, saved by Rivera. In to Navarrete, 3-ball up, and it is off the glass and into the hands of Maestas. And again, Jowl 3 looks at the basket and coming up empty. 28-19, Mesa Vista in the lead, 2 minutes remaining in the ball game, or in the third quarter, I should say. Mesa Vista works it around. They're in some foul trouble, too. They got a lot deeper bench than the Lady Panthers do. And a little 10-foot runner is up, and it is good for Maestas. She's got 9 in the ball game. So 30-19 is the score. 1:43 remaining here in the third. To the front court, they'll move it on the far sideline with Rivera. Toss it in to Nieto. She gets fouled. They are going to attack Sandoval for that one. That should be her third. Nieto back to the line. Yep, that will be on Sandoval. It will put Jowl in the bonus. That's Sandoval's fourth, actually. Nieto at the line where she has struggled tonight, and the struggles continue. She misses that one. Now 1 of 3 in the second half. In for Mesa Vista, Jordan Serrano, who's their leading rebounder with 5. Nieto misses the first, puts up the second, nothing but the bottom of the net. Gets Jowl back to within 10. 90 seconds remaining here in the third. Boys to the front court. Picking her up quickly is Rivera. Trying to get it inside, ball bouncing around, and it'll be taken away. And the jump ball called is Nieto leaving it out on the court as she falls hard to the floor. Jump ball, and they will say Mesa Vista basketball. The Mesa Vista crowd not liking the call. But it probably would have been a foul on Mesa Vista had they not called the jump ball, just saying. Good crowd on hand here tonight as the inbound comes to Serrano. She'll pass it out, and then a foul going to get called as they push up by Archuleta. Lady Panthers are switching off on her on defense. I'm not sure if they're going to get Lujan or if they're going to get Ramirez. They're going to get Lujan. That's Peyton, her first personal. Archuleta at the line. She is 3 of 4. And make it 4 of 5. 31-20. Mesa Vista in the lead. Mesa Vista has just been Lee County kryptonite the last 2 or 3 years. Of course, I think all they do is play basketball. They don't play football. I don't think they play volleyball. They don't play baseball, softball. So they concentrate on basketball. Archuleta gets that one. Yep, we've had to go there. Boys teams. Eunice girls a couple of years ago. A couple boys teams too. Not gone well for us. On the give and go through the lane. Nieto with the hook, and it will not fall. Ball loose on the ground. Martinez had it, but then drops it, and they are going to call jump ball, and it'll be Jowl basketball. Great hustle underneath coming through with Peyton Lujan to tie her up and to take the basketball. So that'll be turnover 16 for Mesa Vista. They lead 32-20. Jowl still time, but they've got to find that gear right now. Lujan with just a little pass to Ramirez. To Nieto, to Rivera on the left baseline. Her shot up, couldn't buy a bucket, and Serrano will get the rebound. Bounce it into the front court with Gallegos. Gallegos around to Boyce, who's still out there with 40 seconds to go. Gets a little pick set up by Martinez. Boyce to Archuleta, back to Boyce, goes through the lane. To Gallegos, back to Archuleta, thinks about the three. And a three on the way this time, and that one will be off the mark. And a rebound by Nieto, that is her 10th. Point away from a double-double. Takes it coast to coast, a little push shot from the right base. Not gonna go, and the rebound gonna be made by Archuleta. That'll be her third. And she'll take about a 75-foot walk down as she got fouled. They're gonna call that one on Nieto. That'll be her third personal. And Archuleta, not really the one you want on the line. She is 5 of 6 from the stripe. All 5 of her points coming from the free throw line. 17 seconds remaining in the third. And short arms that one. So Jowl keeps it right now at a 12-point deficit. Not unthinkable, but they have just, the defense has played well enough to keep them in them. The offense has just let them down tonight. Second on the way, and that one is no good, so Archuleta misses them both, but Gallegos will track down the rebound, then a three ball up by Boyce. No good, and the rebound brought down by Ramirez. That's her first. Zelda Mayron, turnaround jumper, 12 feet. No good. It acts like a pass, though, as Rivera gets her hands on it and puts it up. It won't fall, but gets her own rebound, and then it will go. And so gets Jowl back to within 10 as we end the third quarter. Back for the fourth right after this. Lady Panthers with some work to do here on Jowl Sports YouTube. Kicks 103 Hobbs Facebook page at hobbsamerica.com.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning. NMJC.
At nmjc.edu.
Start of the fourth quarter, it'll be Mesa Vista basketball. They lead this one by 10, 32-22. 3 on the way, and bang like that for Aubrey Maestas. So she will start the scoring for Mesa Vista, and they are up 35-22. And a bad inbound pass stolen away. Another turnover for the Lady Panthers. Right now, the clock is their worst enemy. Mesa Vista, the fastball into Serrano. The reverse layup, put it up, count the bucket and the foul. Serrano, her first points of the ball game. Comes with 7.5 minutes, and she gets to go to the line for the and one. Gonna whistle that foul up on Abigail Darden, her fourth personal. 4 on Darden, 4 on Lujan, 3 on Nieto. Serrano at the line trying to add to it. And the and one is up, and that one is off the mark. And the rebound by Jonna Butts. That'll be her second. Butts to Lujan. That's Caden, and she'll put up the circus shot from the left baseline. And it falls. That's Caden's first bucket of the ball game. And she's fouled. And they will whistle that one on Martinez. So Lujan at the line. Caden's first bucket of the ball game. And the and one is up, and it is down. So Jowl cuts it back, gets it to within 12. Boyce to the, Maestas to the front court, drives in, and a quick foul. Couple of Lady Panthers in the neighborhood. So they're gonna whistle Peyton Lujan for that one. That'll be her second personal. And at the line will be Aubrey Maestas. Estes with 12 points in the ball game. And still with 12. She has not done a great job from the line. 2 of 5 in the ball game. Now 2 of 6. So eyes the second. Eyes it, skies it, and it is good. 38-25. Lady Panthers just hanging around, but have not had anything go their way. Picking up the dribble in the front court, Rodriguez. Back to Nieto, then around to Lujan, and then a bad pass. And another turnover, but Jow will take it right back. And the jump stop and timeout taken by Coach Simmons. 6:57 to go in the ball game. Mesa Vista 38, Jow 25. Just a 30-second timeout. So we'll be back in 30 right here on Jow Sports YouTube.
Congratulations. Athletes competing this week in
Back here at Rio Rancho Event Center out of the Lady Panthers timeout. Jow basketball running out of time. 6:57 remaining in the ball game. They trail by 13. Lujan to Lujan. That's Caden from Peyton. Now to Charisma Rodriguez. Back out to Peyton on the left wing. Into the top of the arc. Get it to Nieto at the timeline or at the free throw line, and a three-point shot up. And no good by Rodriguez, but she's fouled. And so let's see, they're going to tack that one on. They're going to put that up on Valerie Martinez, her 4th personal. Second team foul, and at the line for 3 is Charisma Rodriguez. Couple of rebounds, now a chance to get in the scorebook. This is Lady Panther team, very young. That one in and out and no good. Just one senior on the team, that's Jonna Butts. And the free throw shooting woes continue. Jow 11 of 22 from the stripe. Mesa Vista 13 of 22, so not just a whole lot better. Rodriguez will get that one to go. Back down to just a 12-point deficit, 6:42 remaining. And they have given Mesa Vista all they wanted to, as that one will be off the mark, and Archuleta will have her 4th board of the ball game. As to the front court, Mesa Vista now can afford to just burn clock if they want to. Hand off to Boyce. And a screen set by Serrano. Hand back off to Maestas. Top of the key. Picking up the dribble. Archuleta off the pass. Comes to Boyce. The D up chance starts behind me. Driving through hard is Boyce. Underhand scoop is up and down. And she's fouled. Boyce with 18 in the ball game. As they are going to whistle that one on Charisma. Her 1st personal. 4th team foul on the Lady Panthers. Rodriguez out, Aaliyah Navarrete back in, and Boyce at the line for the and one. She'll eye it, sky it, and she gets it. So now 41-26 in favor of Mesa Vista. Under pressure on the inbound, Caden Lujan gets it. Lujan to the front court to Nieto, bouncing it into the right corner to Lujan, that's Peyton. Then back out to Caden in the left slot. Picking her up very quickly is Archuleta. Out of Navarrete. Front of the bench to Peyton, into Butts, trying to get it inside, but swatted away and stolen away by Mesa Vista. And a foul called. Lady Panther sandwich coming up on either side. And they are going to attack Butts for that one, so that'll be her 4th personal. And that is the 4th team foul. Well, it was the 5th. It's the 4th. I like that even better. 41-26 is the score. Lady Panthers trailing. It's not huge in this one. They've kept it within touch all game. The offense just not where it is needed to be tonight. So Maestas with it. Mesa Vista can just run some clock if they want to. It's Sandoval in the ball game for the Trojans. As Boyce, who hasn't come out at all, backs it up near the timeline. They're just going to dribble with 5.5 minutes to go and leading this one 41-26. They know Jal's giving them all they want to. As Archuleta drives in and then travels. That's turnover 18 for Mesa Vista. So the Lady Panthers not done yet. Well, there's a turnover. And then the bucket and the foul, of course. Boyce steals it on the inbound. She's got 21 points as they are going to get Navarrete for her first personal, and that will put Mesa Vista in the bonus for the remainder of the game. I mean, Boyce and Maestas, Jal just has not had an answer. Too many turnovers, too many empty possessions. That one will be off the mark, and it'll be a rebound made by Lujan. That's Caden, her second. They put 3 on her in the backcourt. Slings it to Navarrete on the near sideline. In the bounce pass, work it around. Darden for 3 from the right wing. Shot up, no good. Ball loose on the court. Rolling in front of the Lady Panthers bench and out of bounds. And diving for the ball is Nieto. She was battling over there with Archuleta. They're going to say Nieto touching it last. And timeout is going to be taken this time by Coach Jesse Boyce with 4:55 remaining in the ball game and probably in the season for the Lady Panthers. They trail 43-26. Lady Panther basketball back in a moment.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
State Farm agent Mike Guerin is a proud supporter of JAL Athletics. The game you're listening to is brought to you in part by State Farm agent Mike Guerin. If you have insurance questions regarding auto, motorcycle, home, life, or health, or financial questions like annuities or education savings plans, call 393-4500. Mike Guerin and his staff will not only answer your questions, they'll find you the best program for your insurance needs. State Farm agent Mike Guerin. Se habla español.
Back here at the Rio Rancho Event Center, time running out on the Lady Panthers season. Mesa Vista basketball out of the Lady Trojans timeout. 43-26. I'm TJ Miracle. Great to have you with us on this Tuesday evening from up in the confines of Albuquerque. Maestas still out on the court. Starter still on the court for Boyce, and a 5-second violation on Mesa Vista. Turnover number 19 on the Lady Trojans. Of course, as long as we've got teams around, we will be here bringing you all the games. Tomorrow, Hobbs boys taking on La Cueva, 9:45 a.m. from the pit. The only remaining boys team here at the state tournament is Darden. Takes it off the inbound. Hands it off to Rivera. Rivera swings it around. Winds up in the hands of Lujan. WNBA distance 3. Left wing shot up, no good. And it'll be another rebound for Serrano. That's her 7th. Serrano to Maestas. Push it forward to a breaking Boys. On the left lane. Shot up, no good. She goes hard to the floor, no call. And the rebound by Darden. That'll be her first. Darden to Nieto. Turning on the Jets, but then slamming the brakes on. Back to Darden to Nieto. Deep right corner. Nieto on the give and go and misses it from Rivera. Shot up, they call jump ball, and it'll stay JAL basketball. She got tied up underneath by Serrano. 4:03 remaining. As the inbound to Rivera, to Nieto. Remember, a lot of these girls will be back next year for the Lady Panthers. So things just starting for a building program. To Butts on the right baseline, or pardon me, that was Rivera on the right baseline. She's got 9 on the little baby hook. 41-28. Lady Panthers back to within 13. They're going to look back at this one, and there's going to be a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas. 3.5 remaining in regulation. Lady Panthers with the full court pressure. Serrano gets away from it. Takes it to the right block, but then, wow, I think she got bailed out by a foul. Yep, they're going to bail her out before she could travel, as they're going to call the push foul on Nieto, her 4th personal. course, already in the bonus. So Serrano going to tie the Nikes and go to the stripe where she is 0 for 1. First one up for Serrano, and that one falls off to the left. 3:24 remaining in the ball game. 43-28, 15-point deficit for the Lady Panthers. Sorry, get that caught up. Second one on the way, and she gets that one to fall. 3 points for Jordan Serrano. She is their leading rebounder, though, with 7. So now 44-28, 16-point Lady Panther deficit. Biggest of the night. To Rivera on the give and go, trying to get it to Nieto, flashing into the lane and swatted away by trailing Boyce. 3:15 to go. As checking out is Sandoval. Both teams subbing liberally all game. Jow basketball from the left baseline. That'll be Lujan to inbound it. Looking to get it in, and does at the 5 count to Nieto. Tipped, but Marin will handle it. She pushes off, no call on Boyce. Continuing to move it around. Bounce to Navarrete, 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. Navarrete works against Boyce. Into Darden, bounce it to the free throw line to Ramirez. Then out to Navarrete, back to Nieto, right block, turnaround jumper, and good. 11 points for Mayrin Nieto. And a 14-point Lady Panther deficit, and timeout taken by Coach Simmons. 2:50 to go in the ball game. Do the Lady Panthers have a comeback in them? We'll find out right after this. Lady Panther basketball back in a moment.
As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans. The staff of the Jow Public School District is proud of their Jow Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jow schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jow Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jow Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Out of the Jowl timeout back here in Rio Rancho, it'll be Mesa Vista basketball. Jowl trails by 14. 2:50 remaining in the season for one of these squads. Archuleta will take the inbound and cross the timeline. Right now the clock is not Jowl's friend to Boyce, and she has free run at the lane on the right side. And Boyce with more points. Let's see, that would be 23 points for Boyce. To Nieto, leads Jowl with 11. She'll take it coast to coast. The little underhand scoop is in. So the teams trade buckets, 46-32. Clock continues to move with 2:19 remaining. Archuleta battles on the far side against Navarrete. She'll hand it off and then set the screen, give it to Boyce. And she gets tied up with Darden, pushes it over to the far sideline with Martinez, but a foul as Boyce slow to get up, and I think we got an injury timeout, as looks like something there not working quite like it's supposed to. So training staff will come out, and Dad's going to come out too. I think we got a pretty good injury there. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just a cramp. And they're working on it like it's a cramp. So while we have a moment, I'd like to say a big thank you to our friends at IPS Incorporated, Lavelle Insurance, R360, Lasco Construction, Eunice Pump and Supply, Jowl Schools, Iron Horse Grill, Panther Energy, Mamacita's, Fulco Trucking, NMJC, Woolworth Library, and Mike Guerin State Farm, making Lady Panthers state tournament and playoff basketball possible. Of course, the Lady Panthers knocking off the Lady Bobcats of McCurdy last week to get here, and have played like they deserve to be here. Just a few things have failed them today. To the free throw line, it'll be Valerie Martinez, as looked like it was just a cramp for Boyce. She's over walking it off on the far side. she went down the way she was wincing. I was afraid it was something more, but good to see it was just a cramp. And that one up by Martinez and no good. She's got 2 points in the ball game. Is now 0 of 3 from the line. Trying to get it up to a 15-point lead, full 5 possessions, and will. So 47-32. I don't know that the Lady Panthers have 5 possessions in them. So boys back in. Guess they got her some pickle juice and put her back out there. And she collides with Lujan. And then a foul called on the drive to the basket the other way. As they're going to call the block foul on Martinez, and that should be it for her. It will. Ari Martinez fouls out of the ball game with 3 points and 4 boards, and it'll put Abigail Darden at the line for 2. Back in from Mesa Vista, Janessa Sandoval. Boy's going to go over and talk to her coach. First one on the way for Darden is good. Darden with 4 points in the ball game. It's down to 14 points. Under 2 minutes to play here. Second up, and that one's good. So Darden with 5 in the ball game. 47-34, and a whistle sounds, and now Coach Boyce is going to take a timeout. So we will take it with them. 1:58 to go in the ball game. Mesa Vista 47, Our Lady Panthers 34. Jow basketball back in a minute.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
Back here at the Rio Rancho Event Center. I still want to call it the Star Center. That's what it was for many, many years. So out of the Mesa Vista timeout, it will be Lady Trojan basketball. Inbounding, it'll be Sandoval. Full court pressure on for Jow as Darden will take it away from Maestas, forcing the 20th turnover on Mesa Vista. Then to the left baseline, and the leaner up by Rivera, no good, and another foul. This has been a foul fest both ways. That ought to do it for Janessa Sandoval. Now they're actually going to say it was on Maestas. If they put it on Sandoval, yeah, and they do. So, yep, they changed their mind. So Sandoval, her 5th personal. Then Natalia Rivera at the line. She's got 9 points, trying to get to double digits, be the second Lady Panther in double figures. Back in from Mesa Vista, Charlene Archuleta. First one is up, and it is good for Rivera. She's got 10 in the ball game. And Jow back to within 12. Cut away with it with the clock stopped as we are after 8 p.m. now. Second one is up, no good, but the rebound made by the Lady Panthers, and Navarrete her second. 3-pointer on the way, and bang from the right wing. Put that one in for Caden Lujan. She's got 6 points, and Jow all of a sudden with some spark. They are within 10. They're going to say she was on the line, but then a foul the other way. Yep, they're going to say Caden was on the line, so she's got 5. But then the foul called, who they tack it up on. As that'll do it for Caden Lujan. So she gets the bucket and then fouls out. And Boyce at the line puts that one up. She has just absolutely slaughtered the Lady Panthers today. 25 points, 3 boards, and 1 cramp. Next one is up, gets them good. 48-37. 90 seconds to go. Darden bouncing it to Rivera. That one swatted away. It heads to the sideline and out. Last touch by Mesa Vista and going out into the concourse level. So it'll stay Jow basketball. The Lady Panthers not able to mount the comeback tonight. Still a lot to be proud of. 18 wins on the season, which they've had in a while. And a 3-ball up, and that one bang, as that one does go down for Aaliyah Navarrete. Her 3-ball goes. And so Jowl back to within 9. So 49-40 and a timeout by Jowl. It is a 60, so we'll take it with them. Lady Panther basketball back in a moment.
Mamacitas in Jowl has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jowl, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jowl, is a proud supporter of the Jowl community.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning. NMJC.
At nmjc.edu.
Out of the Jowl timeout, that was their final timeout. It'll be Mesa Vista basketball, so they are gonna, you gotta think, run clock up by 9, 49-40. And I say that, and then they will pull the three-point trigger. Shot up, no good, and Nieto battles with Archuleta. They're gonna call jump ball, and it will stay Mesa Vista basketball. 1:15 remaining in the season. Jowl still with time. Boyce from the left wing. Her three ball up. They're still just jacking the threes, and they're going to call a jump ball again. As good hustle by Navarrete as she ties up Sandoval. So Jowl basketball. They're not dead yet. Don't think the 8:15 game is going to be starting on time, considering it's almost 8:15. To the front court. They'll push it forward. To Rivera. She'll take it to the right base. The little teardrop floater, no good. Gets her own rebound, and then she is fouled. Rivera with 10 rebounds to go along with 10 points, and she heads to the line for 2. So let's see who they're going to tack that one on. They'll put that one on Archuleta, her third personal. Both teams have been in the bonus for, I don't know, about the last hour, seems like. So Rivera at the line, trying to chop into this a little bit more with 1 minute remaining. First one is up and no good. She's missed her last 2. She does have the double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds. Tel Ramirez checks out. Peyton Lujan checks in for the Lady Panthers. Rivera at the line, misses the first, puts up the second, and misses that one too, and it'll be a rebound for Serrano, her 8th. Under a minute to play. Boyce to the front court. 9-point deficit for the Lady Panthers. Boyce moves it, just takes it straight in, and she runs into Abigail Darden, and that ought to do it for Darden as Boyce will head to the line. They're going to call the block on Darden. She didn't have her feet set. So Darden going to foul out of the ball game, finishes up with 5 points and a board. So Charisma Rodriguez going to have to come back in for Jowl. So Aaliyah Boyce at the line. 26 points in the ball game. 25 points in the ball game, and now 26. So 50-40, 45 seconds remaining. 10-point deficit for the Lady Panthers. Second on the way for Boyce, and that may be the icing on the cake for Mesa Vista. But they are going to know they were in a battle tonight against these Jowl Lady Panthers. 43 seconds to go. Rodriguez to the front court. Charisma stop and pop, throw it to the high post. And to Nieto, who takes it through, flashes through, puts up the left hand and swishes it through. Back to a 9-point deficit for the Lady Panthers as Coach Simmons hollering at his players, get back, get back, get back. And Ramirez with the push foul. That'll be her second personal. It's on Boyce. So she'll head to the line for 2 more. 24 seconds remaining in the ball game. So Boyce back to the line. I'm running out of room in her free throw line book. So it is up and it is good. She has made her last 5. 52-42, back to a 10-point Mesa Vista lead. As Butts will check in for Ramirez, or Rodriguez, pardon me. Next one on the way, and that one is no good for boys. But the rebound was made by Mesa Vista. And Gallegos, her third, and then the reach foul for Navarrete, her second personal. Jal just going to play this one out to the very end. And guess who, boys, back to the line to shoot a couple more. Didn't miss her last one. Doesn't miss that one, though. 29 points for boys. 53-42. And next one is up and gets them both. 54-42, back to a 12-point deficit for the Lady Panthers. Then a steal on the inbound. That is turnover number 29 for Jal. But then they swat it away and turn it over on Mesa Vista. Their 21st. Mesa Vista's had trouble holding on to the basketball today, too. Just going to dribble this one out, and that will do it as Mesa Vista victorious tonight. Our final 54-42. The Lady Panthers put 20 on the board in that fourth quarter, but not enough as they come up empty. We'll take a quick timeout, come back, and wrap this one up. Lady Panther basketball concludes in a moment.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Back here at the Rio Rancho Event Center, wrapping this one up. The Jal Lady Panthers season comes to an end in the 2A quarterfinals to Mesa Vista, 54-42. The leading scorer in the whole game, Aaliyah Boys, coach's daughter from Mesa Vista, 30 points in the ball game. Aubrey Maestas also in double figures. She finishes up with 13 points. For the Lady Panthers, two Lady Panthers in double figures. Mayra Nieto with 15, Natalia Rivera with 10. Both of them double-doubles on the night. They both had 10 rebounds in the ball game. Total rebounding for the team for the Lady Panthers. They had 36 in the game. Total for Mesa Vista, 35. So it was one of those Jal just couldn't quite make it happen. They wind up shooting 30% from the field tonight, and 2 of 4, or rather 2 of 9 overall from beyond the arc. So just didn't go the way that the Lady Panthers wanted it. I will say this, Mesa Vista played very tough. If that's the best they've got, I'm not sure that Tatum or Texaco would really be too intimidated by that, but we will have to see. So we will go ahead and wrap this one up for the night and get ready for day 2 tomorrow with the boys bracket. Only one Lee County boys team here, that being the Hobbs boys, 9:45 tomorrow morning at the pit in Albuquerque. So we will wrap this one up tonight. Jal Lady Panther playoff basketball has been brought to you by Mike Guerin State Farm, the Woolworth Community Library, New Mexico Junior College, Fulco Trucking, Mamacitas, Panther Energy, Iron Horse Sports Grill, the Jal Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lasco Construction, R360, Lavelle Insurance, and IPS Incorporated. For Tiff and Evie Stuber, keeping an eye and an ear on things all day long back at One Radio Square. For Ty Friend and for Ron Gunter, too, who called Jal Sports all basketball season long. I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Rio Rancho. This has been an exclusive presentation of Noalmark Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.